We have Slush. We have Tyler. We have Root versus Liquid. Zerg versus Protoss. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm Squiggles, and this is going to be a game on shakuras Plateau. Thank you for stopping by for another cast, and here we go. What are these two players going to do? They are spawning, you can see, in kind of mirror positions. They're not cross map, so that's always better for Protoss than Zerg, I think, but they are still quite far apart. A little bit closer air, but you can see here that there isn't actually any rocks here anymore. The rocks were moved here. So the Overlord and any kind of Phoenix or Void Ray or anything like that, mutas, can go pretty quick straight across. But if you have any kind of ground units, then they're going to have to come all the way around here and all the way past here. Zelnaga Watchtower right there. All the way around here, up this. Oh, there's the choke. Up this choke, up here, and then into Slush's base. And the same thing for Slush. You have to go all the way around. So a little bit farther rush distances. Now, one thing I like right off the bat is Tyler is going to be throwing down his first pylon over here by his natural. So he's going to be going ahead and getting up a gateway, it looks like, and good placement on this gateway. It's going to make this choke a little bit narrower because this is quite a big choke. This is the normal size of chokes for anybody who did not know that. And I'm going to be setting my thingy to busy. Apologize for that. Bloop. There we go. All right, moving right along. And oh, look at this, a second gateway coming out for Tyler. So he's going to be doing a two-gate opening. This is not as common as the one gate and then the cybernetics core. So expect to see a lot of zealots being produced and a lot of pressure being put on Slushy over here. ROOTslush looks like he is going for a spawning pool and then an extractor, and then he's going to go ahead and get up an expansion. And the reason he's doing that again is because there is a probe and he doesn't want to get any kind of pylon blocked or anything like that. But it looks like there is the drone going to be coming out, and I don't think Tyler's not even going to attempt to block it because he wants this to go down. He needs this to go down in order for his two-gate aggression to do the maximum amount of damage. And you can see Tyler going to be just continuing to get out some probies because, probes I heard are decently good units. And this Overlord, I don't think has even still scouted this. So he's like, wait a minute, what's going? And so he's going as fast as he can. He's huffing and puffing and blowing his tentacles around as he tries to move. But oh, look at this! This Zergling is going to have a terrible surprise when he comes up to the Zelnaga Watchtower. You can see Zealots are three-shotting Zerglings right now, and that is because there is no +1 upgrade. That's what the +1 is so good for. Not that he's getting it yet, very early in the game for that, just letting you all know that when you get the +1 upgrade, if there is no carapace upgrade, then they two-shot him instead of three-shot him. That's actually a lot of time that those burning spatulas can be doing other things, like making some spaghetti or something like that. Run, Zergling! And the Zergling is going to be running, but you know what? This hatchery is under attack by one zealot, two more on the way. There is a roach warren on the way as well. So roach is really good against the zealots, and as you can see, the gas is still being gotten by Slush, even though he could have. Oh, and there's the cancel. So damage done by Tyler. He managed to get the cancel and pick off a drone there. Ho ho ho! But look at this. 3 roaches are on the way now, and between the queen and the lings, looks like Tyler not going to overcommit. Going to go ahead and just back off. I like that. He does have four zealots right now, and has a forge down as well. So they're going to be throwing out some cannons, and that is a good idea because the zealots can be scouted, can be kited literally all day by these roaches, and roaches do really good damage to zealots, not to mention they can take a lot of damage too with 145 hit points. So many hit points. Now, the one thing I would like to say is there's only one pylon that's powering all of this defense. I guess this guy's kind of getting powered by this guy. But this is 2 gateways and 2 or 3 photon cannons being powered by 1 pylon. So a little bit scary there if the roaches just ran up and sniped the pylon. And it looks like Tyler heard me, and there goes down the second pylon. So absolutely outstanding. Good little tip for anybody who's playing Protoss out there. Make sure you double your pylons up on your buildings because then you won't lose you won't lose as many games because they snipe one pylon and your entire production facility goes offline. You can see Warp Gate getting started right when the Cybernetics Core finishes, also getting 2 gas right when the Cybernetics Core finishes as well. Now this is a pretty late Cyber, but he was able to do quite a bit of damage with his harass, so not really going to be that big of a deal. Now it looks like Slush is going to be taking a super fast third because he had his expansion canceled and there was some pressure put on him early and he wants to get back ahead economically, so he is going to be going ahead and getting that down right away. You can see a couple of stalkers out now for Tyler, as well as it looks like 4 zealots still, and not going to be producing anything out of his gateways, but he is getting a Stargate. Dun, da, 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 da. So the SG1 team will be here anytime, and I don't know if they're going to be in Phoenix or Void Rays as they go around and do their damage, but we will have to see what they are in as they float around, because I'm going to say Phoenix. I'm going to say Phoenix because Tyler is one of those players. He's one of the first players who really did this. He was like, you know what, Phoenix are a good unit. I'm going to make Phoenix. And then everybody else was like, wow, well, apparently Phoenix are good, and now Phoenix is really popular. So Tyler was the one that kind of like spearheaded that. And oh, there goes down the Overlord. Such a Tremors-like moment whenever an Overlord goes down. It's just like a big sack filled with soup or something. I don't know. Yep, looks like probes. Oh, let's check out the workers killed. It looks like Tyler is ahead in everything since he's not lost a unit yet. But the real telling thing is right here. We have army supplies. Tyler's ahead, 22 supply over 10. And worker supplies, they are about even, actually. So Tyler keeping up with the drone count as well as getting ahead in the military. So good job there. Wants to scout with this Phoenix and just see exactly what's going on. And looks like he's going to be poking with a couple of these, or at a couple of these Overlords rather, so he can go ahead and do some damage. 3 Spore Crawlers on the way for Slush. He is not messing around with these Phoenix. He is, oh man, a Phoenix now. And he is not happy with all of this. You can see now, if you look at the supply, his supply is going to be going down as these Overlords get picked off. And it looks like Tyler is just going to be continuing to produce Phoenix 2 at a time now. So he is going to be getting a huge Phoenix ball pretty soon, and that is so Tyler of him. Oh, but another good thing that these Phoenix do, in addition to all the damage they have done, and Slush is supply blocked right now, but something else they do is they allow good scouting. So he spotted the third with this. And I mean, he can scout, he can look at the Zeldling watchtowers, he can see the roaches, so he pretty much has a perfect idea of what is going on with Slush right now. And he's even going to pick off a few of these roaches, and Phoenix, I've heard, are decently good against roaches because roaches cannot shoot up. So there's Phoenix being annoying, causing a little bit of damage here, not really taking much at all. And here comes out the small ground force of Tyler as well. But with these Phoenix, they're going to be pretty hard to stop. And you can see he is making a beeline for the third base, and he really wants that to go down. Oh no, all the drones go running away. Now they don't know which way they want to go. The Queen going to valiantly put her life up and let most of those drones get away, actually. And here's a roach getting started, and it looks like he's not even attacking the roach. This guy's like, what you doing, brah? You got nothing on me. And we're going to have to see if this zealot actually lives. It looks like the zealot will live, actually. Oh, zealots have so many hit points. Okay, so look at that. Tyler managing to get the cancel on the natural and then sniping the third. So Tyler is just all kinds of getting ahead as far as that goes. Great harass. And look at this, 104 supply versus 86 supply. Tyler in the lead by about 20. And that is pretty crazy. Normally you don't see Protoss in the lead like that. Boom! Sniping off. And now he has so many Phoenix here that he is able to just snipe off Overlords and pick up all kinds of stuff. Look at this, taking his third base as well while he does all of this harass. The Phoenix are allowing him to have total map control, and Slush really has to stay pinned back in his base. He does have Spore Crawlers up and some Queens, but the problem is Roaches, which is what he was mainly going, are not good against Phoenix at all. So Phoenix are like, I know Day9 doesn't like to use the word, but like counter roaches, because when you have tons of Phoenix, you can just pick up all the roaches and there's really nothing you can do. Now there are some Corruptors coming out, and Corruptors are really good against the Phoenix. Really, really good, actually, against the Phoenix. Let's just follow these guys around. Whoosh, whoosh. Oh, they look so badass. They look so cool. They look so cool. They look even cooler when I'm not clicked on them. Because then you don't get the bars. Oh, they're so good. But yeah, you can see what he's doing. He's just totally getting map control. He's continuing to scout around, and at the same time getting Colossus and extended thermal lance going down, adding on a couple of cannons. It looks like at his third, and that's just so he will be safe from any kind of harassment stuff with lings, maybe a few roaches. And it will allow his main army to get in position. And you can see Tyler's starting to get a pretty decent main army. You can check the army supplies again. It looks like he is maintaining, wow, like a 20 supply lead in the army, as well as being ahead by about 6 or 7 supply in the worker count. So Tyler doing everything right, all kinds of stuff right, everything perfectly right. And Slush did see that the third was going down, and so he takes a fourth instantly because he knows he has read the Zerg employee handbook that says you must always have one base ahead of your opponent at all times. So he is going to go ahead and take that, even though he's expanding, so actually double expanding right now, and we're gonna have to see if he can hold this. And look at this, the Phoenix coming out, spotting this expansion right away, and the Protoss army. It's not, I don't know if it's quite death ball status yet, but it's getting there. And oh man, with these Phoenix combined with the ground forces, if they move together, that's going to be really hard to stop. For the Roach, it looks like he does have infestors out right now, as well as some, that's an overseer, as well as some corruptors. So a lot of lings going down as well, +2 missile attacks on the way for the Zerg, and +2 attacks for the Protoss as well. Blink going down as well. And look at that, getting the cancel on the fourth base. So Tyler is just making it impossibly hard for Slush to take a base. Every time Slush takes the base, Tyler is right there to greet him with open arms and side blades. So here we go. It looks like a couple of Zerglings getting a little bit overconfident in their abilities, and they're going to get roasted. And here comes more Zerglings, and so it looks like Slush is going to be attacking in kind of a limbo line. Lots and lots of Corruptors going down now, and it looks like actually the Stalkers are mainly focusing on the Corruptors, and the Phoenix are mainly focusing on the Roaches, and that's actually quite funny because you wouldn't think it would come down like that. But the Corruptors are actually pretty good against Phoenix, and with Blink, these Stalkers are doing so much damage, and I don't even know if Slush is going to be able to hold here. I think Tyler may just bulldoze him over. Queen going down, and yep, there's the GG. So Tyler taking it in decisive fashion over ROOTslush. Very, very well played by Tyler. Grats to him. Thank you all for tuning in for another cast, and I will see you guys tomorrow.